Is this a hot take? Jokic at number 1? I don't think that's a hot take.
Jokic at 2.
He peaked higher than
would
Bron?
be right.
Bron
What do you mean
and
you don't
Curry,
think
yeah.
that's a hot take?
That's not a hot take.
Jokic
It's
is-
not a
There's
hot
not
take
one-
to say
look.
Jokic peaked higher than LeBron James.
Okay, you can say it's a hot take. But look. There's no one
do you
person
believe
these
that?
last 3-4. I do believe that. Last
You
3-4
believe
years.
Jokic peaked higher than LeBron?
I do. I actually do.
No, wait.
No,
I'm
Hold
running
on,
the
Ron.
poll.
Hold on,
I'm
hold on.
running the poll.
Oh, no, but wait a
Let
minute,
me
because I can
finish
tell
an
you right
argument.
now. I can tell y'all dudes right now.
Mhm.
If I said something like that, my ass will be on the grill. So let's go.
Let me
Explain why
do my
you
argument.
think. Explain why you think Joker. Give me legit logic why you think Joker peaked
I don't
higher
hate
than
it.
James.
I don't hate it.
I need legit logic
there's
too.
There's not one
What's plus
single
minus?
player, not one single player since 2020 or 2021 that you feared more than Nikola Jokic when he has the ball or without the ball.
Yeah,
LeBron,
What
yes.
about, what about since
What?
2009?
There's not one single player.
What about since 2009?
You
Since
use
2009?
the
Yeah.
Bron stat against Bron.
No,
cut
I'm
off
saying,
years.
look, even when, let's say, like Miami were in the finals against Spurs or Dallas or whatever, what was his peak year? 2013 or 2014?
You tell me. You're the one.
What are
making
you
the
going off
argument.
of?
You
No,
tell me.
you guys.
What-
Are you guys saying
You're the
like,
one who said
since our
Jokic
career
peaked higher. So when is LeBron's peak?
No. For me personally, LeBron's peak is 2013.
Okay,
Jokic
so
for me
that's
is
what-
2023 or 2023.
2013
Which one
Jokic.
was
20,
better?
2023 Jokic
2013
is better
Bron.
than 2013 Bron. That's your statement.
Right. Okay. So 2013 Bron, yes, he has the stats, he has the defense, all that, etc. But there's not one single person I fear more than Nikola Jokic because he can
Don't
make
just
any
wash
single
over
shot.
the stats and the defense. He was like
He
arguably a
was
top 3 defender in the
best player.
league.
I'm not gonna say. Look, I have him better than Michael Jordan, but that's like that's a
So
different
Jokic
story.
peaked
So
higher than
Jokic better than Jordan?
No, I'm saying not career wise. I'm just saying if you take like
Peak.
one single
Jokic
year,
peaked higher than Jordan.
I think so. Yes,
Oh,
I do think so. I do think so. Because look,
Bro,
I'm
Jokic
just
has
saying.
the
Look,
highest peak ever. Jokic has the highest peak
I
ever.
think so. Offensive wise, there's not a
Y'all,
single. offensive player
I want to remind
there's
y'all
not
the
a single-
last time a kid was up
there's-
here, he was talking about my takes. And I just wanted to remind y'all.
There's not. I mistook you for a big take for ticket. My bad. That's my fault.
Wow.
Okay.
Um,
Chris Webber better than Jokic. By the way.
look,
Yep,
all I'm saying
that
is,
take.
look, all I'm
Jokic
saying
peaking
is-
higher than
all
Michael
I'm
Jordan
saying-
is worse than
higher
that.
than
All
Jordan.
I'm
Oh,
saying
wow.
is Jokic is the
Honestly,
best offensive player
It's
of all
not
time.
worse.
Jokic is the best offensive player of all time. You can't stop his floaters. I feel like he makes every single floater. He'll make every single fadeaway jump shot. He'll make every single three. He has no flaw, right?
Every single
LeBron, he had a flaw. Michael Jordan,
Every
he
single
had
three.
flaws.
Then how did they lose in the playoffs?
Damn near,
Okay,
he
so
shot 43%
are we
this
just going to ignore the other side of the ball
43%
to make
ain't
this
dip.
argument?
That's what it sounds like.
year. What'd you say, Morris?
So Jokic has no flaws, and we're just ignoring.
Well,
You
we
know,
can say his defense.
elephant in the
obviously,
room.
we're gonna okay.
Yes.
Obviously, you're gonna say his defense, right? But
So he
he's
has a
not
flaw.
he's
Okay.
not a bad defender. He's an above average defender. All the analytics, advanced analytics, he's like
Do your eyes
top of the
tell you that?
category.
Do your eyes
I-
tell you he's
well,
an above average defender?
Sometimes, because he's not gonna block the shots, but he'll get those little rip through steals, kind of like how
Okay,
James
let's-
Harden did back in the day.
How many rip through steals in the game, and how much does it affect? The
I mean,
game?
like no player's gonna average like 3-4 steals per game.
Okay,
right?
so
But
I'm
he
asking-
gets a
I'm
lot of
asking-
Joker
shots.
was in the top 3 in
He-
steals
no,
last
no.
year. Joker was in the top 3 in steals last year.
Okay, but chill.
Okay,
How many
yeah, exactly.
possessions? How many possessions are there in a basketball game for 1.5 of those possessions?
Look, I'm not
for him
saying
to
he's a
steal the
good.
ball?
I'm
How
not
much
saying
does
he's
that
a
really
great
impact
defender.
the game? Chill?
I'm not saying he's a great defender. I'm just saying he's not
Right.
a liability. He's not a bad defender. He's an
Okay,
above
so what
average
was
defender.
what was LeBron James a liability at in 2013?
In 2013, I just don't think he scored enough. I really don't. I feel like he could have had more production on, like the scoring out.
Didn't
there.
he
If you look
average
back-
more than
if you-
Jokic?
Yes,
he averaged
did.
26 points per game.
Didn't
20
Jokic
LeBron
have like
James?
25 in 2023?
Yes, sir.
Yes, but offensive wise, that's not really his like. He's looking to pass more than he's trying to score, right? But when
No, he
does
doesn't.
score-
Let's stop that right now. See
but
that
when
part
he-
right
when
there
he
is
is
where
trying
you
to
lose me.
score,
No,
but
he
when he is
doesn't.
trying to score, there's not.
No, he doesn't.
He's the most
James is
efficient
in it.
scorer.
James has consistently. James is consistently
I
throughout
think he's
the
talking
course
about
of his
Jokic
career.
when he says that.
No, yeah, I'm talking about Jokic.
Yeah, he's saying Jokic wants to pass more, I think.
He wants to
But,
pass more than
so
wants to score. But
I
he's the
asked,
most. He's way more efficient
I asked
than
what LeBron is a liability at in 2013, and you said he doesn't
I just
score
said.
enough.
I just think he
But
could have scored more.
even if he is
I
talking
feel
about
like
Joker,
whenever he's
It's
playing,
like
like,
that's-
he's
but
playing-
that's not the question I asked though.
I
Because
just
you
think
said
his
you said
motor-
Jokic has
his
no
motor.
flaws. You said Jokic has no flaws.
Right.
Then we brought up the defense.
He's
But then
plenty
you
of
said
flaws.
he's not a liability at defense.
He's not.
So your point would still apply. So
He
what
does-
was LeBron James? Not what was he not amazing at? What was he a liability at?
He's not a liability. I'm just saying he could have done more. That's all
So
I'm saying.
LeBron James has no flaws.
Hold on. First of all,
He
Jokic
has-
has plenty of flaws defensively, bro.
I think
First of all,
LeBron's
he's
flaw
not
is
a,
just
he's not a good
similar.
rim protector. He doesn't get there often. When he is there, he doesn't.
But
impact
he doesn't
percentages
think
very much.
Jokic has flaws.
Irrelevant.
I
Irrelevant.
think
What he
Jokic.
think-
His
he-
argument.
I don't.
I don't care what his argument is.
But he
First of
thinks
all,
LeBron has a flaw, and
the flaw is a
motor.
Jokic
Okay,
is not switchable.
So what's
Jokic is not
Jokic's
switchable.
defensive motor? So what's
Jokic
Jokic's
is not a
defensive
good
motor
rim
if LeBron has
protector.
a flaw?
Answer me this question. If you're going into a playoff matchup, right? Unless your team is outweighed, just completely better from you, kind of like how he had nobody when Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr. were out and they played the Warriors. He had nobody. Are you fearing LeBron more or Jokic? Because Jokic can single-handedly.
LeBron.
He took Oklahoma to Game 7 with no help at all.
No help is
No
a
help?
ridiculous statement, but okay.
I mean, think about it. Jamal Murray, he was like, on
No,
and off every
I'm
game.
Aaron
thinking
Gordon
about
was-
it because
Aaron
I
Gordon
watched the
Aaron Gordon was
series.
good.
I watched
Aaron
the
Gordon was
Nuggets
good.
actively win a game in which Jokic played terrible. So that's a ridiculous.
no
No,
way
no,
you
I'm
think-
saying Jamal Murray
way.
had like 2 or 3
I
games.
watched
Michael
the
Porter
Nuggets
Jr.
win a game
I
in
did
which
too.
Jokic played terrible. That's a
I did too.
ridiculous statement. He played
I did too.
egregiously, and they won the game. So
Why is the why
he
is the
very-
narrative
very
always
clearly
he
had
has no
help.
When
how
you
can the
compare
guy
to
have
other
no
teams-
help? But they're
when you
winning games when
compare-
he plays
when you
badly.
compare Jokic's team to any other team, he has no single All-Star. He's never played with an All-Star in his life. Not a single All-NBA player ever.
Does that
So
mean
if
that
you
he
look
doesn't
at
have
other
help
teams-
though? See that part right there, Kill. Is
There's a
making throwing me
difference
off the
between
track.
help and then having guys who get voted onto the All-Star team. They won a game
The second
against
best player they ever
OKC. In order to get to a game 7, you have to win 3 games. In
Correct.
one of the 3 games they won, Jokic played terribly and they won the game. Therefore, a third of their victories that you are praising Jokic for was in spite of him. So
No.
they very clearly didn't get to game 7 just because of Jokic. Because in order to get to a game 7, you have to win 3 games, and one of them was not because of him. So that was a lie. You was wrong.
Mhm.
You made something up. Why would you do that?
I don't think no. Because look, you can say the same thing about Steph Curry. Even if he's having a bad game, you're gonna still say, "Oh, his gravity." Right? Jokic creates.
Oh,
so
so you're of the
offensive
belief that Jokic
assists.
just can't play badly because gravity.
Which isn't true.
Not entirely, but
Which
I
is
do
not
think
true.
that's a factor.
I kind of see what he's saying.
I do think
Yeah,
that's a
because
factor.
you made
so
the argument
Joker-
a few months
so
ago.
Joker
You
always-
did make
whoa,
the
whoa,
argument.
even when Jokic is averaging like
No, but
let's
Jokic
say he
in
gets like
general.
15 points per game, right? He's still having
Okay.
a good game because of everything else he does.
That's
So if
not
Jokic
true.
is
I've
play-
never-
so
I
if
don't
Can't
Jokic-
be true.
so
He
if
When
won
does
Jokic
that
is
that
happen?
play-
game.
So if Jokic is playing terrible defense, if Jokic shoots 30% from the field, if Jokic has 8 turnovers, he didn't have a bad game because gravity.
That one game you're talking about, that's a bad game, sure, for his standards. For his
For
standards, it's a
anyone's
terrible game.
standards.
Hold on, Mars. First of
I
all,
mean-
if he got 8 turnovers, if he had 8 turnovers and he
That
missed a
was one
bunch of shots,
exception.
it's usually because you were guarding him with your whole damn team. Okay,
That's one
usually.
exception.
So
Okay.
ideally,
anything about
even if we
James?
can agree that's a subpar game by Jokic standards, he is impacting the game by sucking away 2 to 3 defenders.
Of
You gotta
course,
remember-
no one
remember,
says
you gotta
that.
remember, you gotta remember.
Superstars
Caruso-
impact the game every game. That's
You gotta remember,
Fine.
Caruso
Yeah.
was
saying they
front
can't
guarding,
have
and
bad games is completely different.
you
Than
gotta,
saying
you gotta
bad
remember.
superstars
whose
always
standard,
impact
though?
the game.
You gotta
They're
remember.
bad by whose
Caruso,
standard?
LeBron James standard. That's what he's getting compared to.
Look,
Okay,
He's
you're-
being compared to LeBron James.
LeBron is way
Jokic
better.
had
Yeah,
a bad
sorry.
game and they won the game.
LeBron
You're
is
you're
in
not
a tier
considering
by
factor.
himself. Like when it comes
not
to
considering-
Jokic was bad in game 7 against the Clippers and they won.
Do you think that Joker was good earlier this season? They played against Detroit. He went 23-15. He had 7 turnovers in that game. Went 0 for 3 at the long ball line.
Sure.
And do you think he was good?
I can't remember that game.
I mean, I'm not gonna say he's bad.
Just so you know, they won that game, by the way.
So
Yeah,
in
that's a good
in game 3 against the Thunder, when Jokic was 8 for 25 and 0 for 10 from 3 and had 8 turnovers,
He was
and
not.
the Nuggets
3?
won 0 for 10 from 3
Right.
with
right.
8 turnovers, and the Nuggets won.
That's a
You
bad
are
game.
telling me he played well.
No, that's the bad game. I'm
Okay.
not gonna tell you a lie.
They
I'm
did
gonna
not
say
get-
he's-
so Jokic did
I'm
not
not-
carry them to a game 7.
He did not.
majority of it he did. And I'm not
They
saying
won
LeBron's
3
not doing the same
games.
thing.
One of them he played bad.
One of them.
Okay.
But I'm saying, look, in the last 3-4 years, you can't tell me
I'm listening,
you fear
I'm listening,
another.
I'm listening,
You
I'm
can't tell me you fear another player more than Jokic.
But
He'll
that's
make
not
the
peak
most-
LeBron. The
he'll
last
make
3 or
the-
4 years, peak
he'll
LeBron
make
wasn't
the
in the
most
NBA.
bullshit
honestly,
shots and it just
Akil,
drains your
I
team.
don't mean to like cut you short here, but like I'm pretty afraid of Draymond Green. Okay.
He had nobody. on
The
that
fear
team.
factor
Campazzo was
element,
the
the
point
fear
guard.
factor element of this is not necessarily the greatest barometer for
Pause,
you
I'm
know
not buying
because
this, man.
I
They
was
smoked the Clippers, and he had 16
like-
points.
like
They smoked them.
Akil, you could make a really legitimate argument that Kobe Bryant
I
was
said
a
that.
scarier player to face than anyone in the league, and yet there's still
Sure,
people who will tell you Tim
mentality-wise.
Duncan was better.
It's
So
not a
that's
mentality thing neither. Lajuan neither. What are you talking about? Lajuan was feared.
Like,
Jordan
that's
was
just, like,
feared.
from me seeing LeBron,
Chamberlain.
from me seeing Steph Curry, me seeing
James
Kevin
was
Durant,
feared.
me seeing Jokic.
Like this,
I think from my two eyes,
Oxus said this to me numerous times. There isn't a guy more dangerous on the floor than Steph Curry. Nobody on the floor more dangerous than Steph Curry.
I'm
When
just
you-
saying
when
with
you
my
come out-
with
when
my
you come
two
out on the
eyes,
floor,
with
when I
my
think
own
about a
two eyes,
quarterback,
I've seen.
I
I think
Ron, when I think
I
about
think
a
Jokic is
quarterback,
best.
the first thing I think about when I think about a quarterback, when he comes to the line of scrimmage, you know the first thing he's doing? He looking at that defense, and he's looking at who their guy is. Well, when you come out on the floor and you playing against the Golden State Warriors, the first person that you're looking for, the second person that you're looking for, the third person that you're looking for is Curry. That's the dude that we have to deal with. And to say that Joker can't play bad and they win, he had 16 points in Game 7. They smoked the Clippers. 16 points, 15 rebounds, and they smoked them with no help. That's just not
I never
true.
said if he played bad, they don't win.
Categorically not true.
I never said if he plays bad, they don't win. If he
You said
plays
they
bad,
got
they
to
can
a
still
game
win the
7
game.
with no help. You said he got to a game 7
You
with no
did.
help.
You
Okay,
just
let me
said
take that back. He has help, but it's not as much help as any of these other teams.
How much help does he need, by the way, to get to
He
a
doesn't
game
have
7?
enough help compared to any other team. Compared to any LeBron team, compared to what the Thunder had, compared to what even the Clippers had. He has worse help around him compared to these other teams.
So just because you got more
And he
talent, does that
lost.
mean that the team is better? And by the way, they did lose, by the way. And just because you got more talent, does that mean that the team is better? Because my team could be better even though you got more talent. And that's what you base it on.
that's all chemistry, how the team meshes, how it fits. Sure.
Which would explain why the Rockets won the NBA championship in back-to-back years.
Well, sure, you can say that.
So
I just
Jokic-
think
Go ahead.
I mean, I just look at the landscape of how NBA teams are constructed. I think nowadays it's changing a little bit more to having those 3-and-D players that are like kind of like the Indiana Pacers, kind of like the Oklahoma City Thunder. But like before this past year, you have to have like 2 or maybe 2-3 All-Stars to like get to the conference finals. And Jokic and Denver, Jamal Murray playoff.
Before this year, you said?
I would say so. I would say so. But
even though when Milwaukee won the NBA championship, I don't think Drew Holiday made the All-Star team that year.
Middleton was All-Star. Drew Holiday, I'm pretty sure was All-Star. Drew Holiday, I'm pretty sure was All-Star.
Drew Holiday, I think, was an All-Star in 22, but
yeah, he made
they
the
were
All-Star
All-Star
team
caliber
next year.
players. Can you name 10 players who played better than Jamal Murray in the 2023 playoffs?
no.
I mean, no, 2023. No.
Okay, but because he didn't make an All-Star team, that's your measure of help. Not ignoring how he actually played, ignoring what he did in the playoffs, ignoring that he played at a level that was clearly above an All-Star.
I meant this past year, not 2023.
But you said 23 Jokic was his peak, not 25.
Right.
You didn't say this.
How I have my list,
you,
is like 2 to 3 years.
I know. Akil, I know.
23 to 9.
I know for a fact that peak LeBron and peak Jordan when they got clamped by Alex Caruso.
I mean, look, he was face guarding him. He had Chet and Hardenstein in the back. They were leaving Russ open. They were leaving players open. I mean, it's one thing where it's like the center is doing it, and
JJ Barea
compared to LeBron.
When Jordan,
and there's a bunch of people when the Warriors won the NBA championship in 22 who scoffed at Andrew Wiggins making the All-Star team. By the way,
I mean that was
shouldn't have made it.
So. But because Jamal Murray is absolutely better than Andrew Wiggins. Yeah. Jamal Murray is absolutely better than Andrew Wiggins.
I'm gonna say this: LeBron, Jokic, Jordan. I don't think it's like a drastic thing. I think it's kind of.
We do. We think it's a drastic thing. Yeah. I'll speak for all of us.
Drastic.
Yeah, I'll speak for all of us. Maybe not Penn. I don't know how Penn feels.
Yes,
definitely is a gap.
Okay, I'll speak for all of us. We think it's a drastic thing. I just want to clarify. So the reason you think Jokic peaked higher than LeBron and Michael Jordan is because
I think we're just afraid to have that conversation.
No, we're not. We just. I mean, me personally, I just don't like having.
It's kind of like saying like, pull up the top 12 list again, or top 13, whatever you guys said.
Well, you just said it yourself.
Did you have Shea in there?
Yeah, he's on 13.
He's top 13.
Shea's
right
13.
Like you can argue he had a better peak than Chris Paul. Like if you take this past year,
we had that argument. We had that conversation yesterday.
I personally think Shea did peak higher than Chris Paul.
Yeah, you could absolutely argue.
Yeah. So I mean, you can take some of the current players and it's like not afraid to put.
Could you argue he had a better peak than Michael Jordan?
Who?
Okay.
Shea?
So, yes.
But he's not
No.
Jokic. That's what I'm saying.
And Jokic is
Your
a Michael Jordan.
your logic with Jokic is based solely on that people feared him more. That's your logic.
Yes.
Do people fear
That's
Jokic
your
more
thing.
than they feared Shaq?
No.
No.
That's
Then I'm asking him.
No, because I mean,
So who peaked
They
higher,
had-
Jokic or
no.
Shaq?
Shaq, apparently.
I'm asking him. Because your
I'll say
argument was
Shaq.
that they
I'll
feared
say Shaq.
Jokic more than Bron. So Shaq,
Not
Oh,
Shaq.
so
Shaq.
Shaq, Jokic, LeBron and
okay,
MJ.
hold on.
Did we not?
I
Did we
didn't
get a
really see
top
these
10
players.
list?
I didn't
for you?
really see these players like actually.
Well,
do
I
much
did,
live. I'm
Akil,
only
I
going with
did.
highlights.
I did, and I can tell you.
Did
right
you
now,
see LeBron play?
Yeah, of course. I think Jokic just had more production on the court. That's all I'm saying. I just think
He's
I
the
just
one-
he just had more
You know what?
production.
Do you think teams feared 2023 Jokic more than 2018 LeBron?
See
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That's where I'm
Yes.
having a trouble with. You guys always want to run to
Yes.
Miami.
Well, he
bro.
said 2013. It was his.
I
It
do.
was his take.
No,
That's why
no, for sure.
I followed
I'm
his
gonna say,
parameters.
look,
But this
I'm gonna say,
fears.
when I
I
think
mean-
of peak LeBron, I think 2018.
I think
It was
yeah.
nobody more scarier.
Didn't
Or I
they
don't
call
think-
Jordan gods?
Black Jesus.
Yes.
Mars,
Black
the
Jesus.
Detroit Pistons comprised the defense to jump him.
So they feared Jokic more than gods.
I'm
Is
sorry.
that
I
the- is that the
apologize.
assertion?
I am just
They,
saying. I'm
they
just
sorry,
saying.
feared
y'all.
Jokic
I am
more
just
than the
saying.
Lords.
I'm just saying. If you put like value on the court, production wise, I haven't seen anyone provide more than Jokic has done to his team.
I'm going to
you
say
get-
this
and
one
all
more
the
time.
stats say the
Ox,
same thing. All the
because I
stats
don't
say the
think that
same
they
thing.
heard me.
All
They
the stats
put
say
a
the same thing.
defense together.
Win shares,
to
offensive
jump
box
him.
score minus
And the
everything.
plan was, if you looking on the floor, if the plan was, we're going to jump him, and the rest of you dudes ain't going to do nothing about it. That was
Every
the plan.
metric, every analytics says Jokic is the best player offensively.
Can I tell you a really funny
Every
thing? About,
analytics says
hold on.
What,
Akil.
what analytics are these?
Okay,
bro?
here's a really funny analytic stat for you. Okay, and this is going to be indefensible, but it's kind of crazy. Do you know that Ayo Dosunmu has more win shares on his career than Cade Cunningham? Do you
Okay.
see my
This is
point?
when the analytics see
It can be a little bit weird when you get
This is
too
what I'm
honed
talking
in
about,
on it.
He doesn't really play that
because it
much.
gets tricky. It gets real
Well,
tricky.
look,
Because
we can
in
go
fairness-
through. We'll use the basketball reference stats, right? Because we're not
that's what
gonna
I'm
pay
saying.
for stuff.
Because
So,
Larry Bird
I'm
got
not
a high
gonna
defensive
say-
rating
I'm
than
not gonna
20,
say
Stephen
you're wrong.
2023 Jokic. So with 2023 Jokic has a lower PER than 2013 LeBron James.
PR is
So-
the worst stat in the world.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
use
I'm
that.
going
I
through
probably
all
just
of the
had
basketball
wrong
reference stats.
year.
2023 Jokic has a lower PER than 2013 LeBron James. Okay, we'll go on to the next basketball
I
reference.
probably
stat,
just had the
because
wrong year.
offensive win shares. 2023 Jokic. Where is he? Oh, I can't find him. Damn.
What?
He's below 2013 LeBron James. He's also behind 2014 Kevin Durant. If you were wondering, where is he? 2023 Jokic. Yeah, I'm getting to a point where I'm just gonna stop scrolling because I'm getting bored. We'll go to win shares
Okay.
per 48. He has a lower win shares per 48 than 2013 LeBron James. Well, box plus minus. This is the Jokic stat. 2023 Jokic has a lower box plus minus than 2009 LeBron, but not 2013 LeBron. He has a better box plus minus than 2013 LeBron. Congratulations. Offensive box
You
plus
done?
minus. Where is it? Oh, offensive box plus minus. He has a lower offensive box plus minus than 2013 LeBron James. VORP. 2023 Jokic has a lower VORP than 20.
I probably just had the wrong year.
Wait,
I
does
don't
he?
know.
Does he? Actually, I don't want to lie.
So what year do you have, Akil?
Yes, he has a lower VORP. So
I mean, how I did my peak. I mean, I didn't really do 1 year. I did like accumulation of like 2 to 3. So I didn't individually like scout out each single year.
Was it was
So what years did you do?
I mean, I did 2021 to current,
And what years
or
did you do?
2020 to
Career?
current. The entire Miami, 2012 to 2014, 2011 to 2014.
Yeah, he's smoking Jokic.
09 Bron is better than you.
Look, I mean, I'm not gonna hate on. Okay, to conclude, I'm not gonna hate if you guys say Michael Jordan or LeBron is better than Jokic.
Oh, no, I'm
obviously.
not
should
even
just
discussing.
agree.
I'm not even
And I
discussing.
know,
should just
I know you're
agree.
gonna say that. Sure, it can be a disagreement. This is my opinion, and I'm just gonna stick with it. I don't think, with my 2 eyes, I've seen anybody have more production on the game offensively than what Jokic has done. He single-handedly will keep you in the game. I mean, they had no business. People said they were going to lose the Clippers. They had no business going to Game 7 against Oklahoma. Sure, you can say he played bad in a couple of games, whatever. He still had that gravity to have the offensive load. Without him, the engine doesn't do anything. If you take him off the court, they're like a negative -10. Put him on the court, negative, positive, like 8 or 9. Shout out Jimmy High Roller for that video. I
When
just
did you
think there's
start
no
watching
more
basketball?
there's not a single person that has more of an impact than Jokic does. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just curious, and I'm not trying to be rude. When did you start watching basketball?
2008.
2008. Okay, so,
Yeah.
so I mean, you witnessed the whole damn LeBron thing,
Yeah.
and you come to the
No, I did.
conclusion Jokic is better. Okay.
I did. Because I mean, some of those
I
games.
thought you might have been like Mars, where you started watching the game 2016, but
No, I watched those. I just feel like he could have done more. I mean, they were down 3-2 against Boston, then he came back and he obviously did his thing. But I feel like they should have never been down 3-2 in the first place. Against Dallas, obviously everybody knows. I'm not gonna harp on that. The Spurs, 2013, they were down 3-2 in that as well. 2014, I mean, blowout every single game. So I just feel like he could have done more to help his team win some of those games. Obviously his good games, he had production, obviously, but I feel like Jokic has done more to not be in those scenarios with less help.